Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see by the little video down here and obviously by the thumbnail, today we are kind of creating a summer glam look. It's like yellow and red vibes going on, and I don't know why I think of summer. I think it might be like a Baywatch why I think of those kind of colours. But I definitely wanted to do something colourful, and with summer kind of coming to an end here in the UK and the weather getting crap, I feel like I just wanted to get one more summer glam look in, and what better way to do it than use kind of all of my favourite brands from the drugstore and my favourite kind of products by them. So I really hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you just want to see a full face of favourite products in general, just from like any kind of brand, because I would love to do that for you. But yes, if you like the look of this makeup look, or like obviously the thumbnail, and you want to know how to achieve it, then please keep watching. So to begin, I'm going to start with my brows using one of my favourite brands. This is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I'm using the shades Chocolate and Ash Brown. I use chocolate through the tail of my brow because I need it to be slightly darker, just because, as you can see, I extend my brow just kind of onto skin. So I need it to be slightly darker so it looks kind of the most natural that it can. And then I use the shade Ash Brown through the front of my brow, just because it's slightly lighter and I like that gradient effect. So I just kind of run the brush through lightly and then use upward strokes to kind of create that feathered effect through the front. And I literally love any sort of micro brow pencil. It's literally all I've been using at the moment, and these are some of my favorites. And then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in the shade Light Medium, because as you guys know, I literally love a lighter brow gel through my hair, just because I feel like it adds different tones and stuff, just kind of like looks more natural with my hair. And then using the concealer that I'm going to use on my face, which is the Maybelline like Age Rewind concealer. I love this one. I'm just taking a little brush and using it to sculpt out underneath my brow, and also using it as my eye primer as well, just because I find concealers do just as an amazing job. So I'm just blending that all over my lid and then setting it in place again with the same powder that I'm going to be using on my face, and this is the Rimmel Insta Matte Translucent Powder. I literally love the powders from Rimmel. Onto the eyes, I'm going to be taking just a couple of shades from NYX. These are some of their nude matte eyeshadows, and this is a gorgeous yellow one. I think it's called Cougar, and I'm just buffing this back and forth, and I want this to be quite a prominent colour because we are going to cut the crease, so you can be quite messy with this on the lid. And then I'm going to take this shade. I think this one's called Allure or something, but I've definitely left all the names of them down below, and I'm just buffing that back and forth as well, definitely making sure to go from inner to outer corner, because like I said, we are going to be cutting up the crease, so I want the colours to be really prominent and bright. And then just going back in with the fluffy brush that I used previously to blend them together. Then taking the concealer that I used obviously to carve out my brow, and then what I'm going to be using on my face, I'm using this to carve out my crease. So just using a small concealer brush, I am just keeping my eye open and looking down into a mirror and just kind of cutting out and mapping out a brand new crease, because I'm going to be using quite a light shade on the lid, and I'm going to be using some glitter in the crease as well, so I want it to be super defined. So the colour on the lid I'm going to be using is a NYX pigment, and I think this is called Brighten Up. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I've left the name of it down below, but it's basically like a shade of white, but it has like a reflex of gold and yellow. So I thought this totally tied in with the crease colours that we are using, and it's nothing too drastic either. It's still quite a pale colour, which I really, really love. And then because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, I felt like I kind of was losing the orange colour, so I just took it on a pencil brush and just defined the crease a little bit more. Now, I love this. This is kind of like a new love for me. This is like a collection glitter liner in the shade Funk. It literally reminds me of the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy glitter liner that like everyone uses to create glitter cut creases, and I feel like this is literally a fraction of the price. So I've left the link and the name of this down below if you guys want to get your hands on it, but I'm just using that to kind of trace the line of the crease, so it's like a glitter cut crease. And now I'm just wiping away any of the excess, so we've got a baseline for our winged liner. But first of all, I'm just going to be highlighting my inner corner using a shade from the Sleek Cleopatra's Kiss highlighting palette, which you guys know is my absolute fave, and we're going to be using that on the face too. And for winged liner, I'm taking an old favorite. This is the NYC liquid liner in black. Not 100% sure you can get this anymore, but I've left the Amazon link to it down below. Then I'm just applying a light coat of mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Shot mascara. You guys know I'm freaking obsessed with this mascara. But it's me. I'm going to be applying lashes, and these are some of my all-time favorites and some of your all-time favorites by the sounds of it, because some of you guys have tweeted me saying you literally discovered these because of me, and these are the Pinky Goat lashes in Aura. But now onto the skin, I am taking the L'Oreal Extraordinary Facial Oil. I love a good facial oil on the skin before skin prep, and this one's my favorite from L'Oreal. And for primer, I'm taking the Nivea Post Shave Balm. As you can see, I've literally nearly run out of it, so I'm just applying that on my face with my Real Techniques multitask brush. I can never remember the name of this brush, but this is also from the drugstore in terms of brushes. And for foundation, could you guess it? It is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation in the shade 228. I've left all the shades of everything down below as well, by the way, and I'm just blending that in using a damp sponge. I feel like this is the best way to apply foundation if you don't want to apply too much. And like I said, for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light. Some people say that they really hate the applicator for this, but I actually really love it. And I'm just applying that underneath my eyes and like in my T-zone and just on my chin, just the center of my face, basically all the places that I want to brighten up, and just using the tapered side of the sponge to do so. But then when it comes to blending out my forehead and my chin, I do like to use the side that I use my foundation on, just because I feel like it blends everything together. Now this is also a new like found love. This is the Rimmel Duo Contour Stick in the shade Dark, and I'm just going to be applying that on all the places that I want to contour and warm up. So obviously my cheekbones, my forehead, my chin area, all that kind of stuff. I just feel like this is such a nice color. It's not too orange, but it's not too cool in tone that it looks muddy. I feel like it's such a nice color, and the formula of these blend out so easily, and I feel like they're the cheaper alternative than the Kim Kardashian contour sticks. So definitely make sure to check them out if you haven't. And I'm just going to set my face with the powder that we used earlier. Again, this is the Rimmel Insta Matte Translucent Powder, and I'm just applying that everywhere and mainly concentrating it underneath my eyes, but then just dusting it everywhere to make sure it's all set in place. And for bronzer, I literally love the NYX No Filter Powder in the shade Golden. This is meant to be a facial powder, so it's not even meant to be a bronzer, but it has such a natural color, like warm color, that I love it as a bronzer. It reminds me of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes as well. And you guys know I love a shimmery bronzer, and this is the Rimmel Radiance Brick, I think, and I'm just using a big brush to just dust that all over my face to warm it up. And this is one of my all-time favorite blushes. This is from Sleek, and it is in the shade Rose Gold. It really reminds me of the NARS blusher. I think it might be in Orgasm. And as I keep saying as you guys know, because I feel like you guys must know this by now, but literally one of my favorite highlighters is the Sleek highlighting palettes, and this one is in the shade Cleopatra's Kiss, and I'm using both of the powder shades, the darker one first, and then to make it extra and pop, I'm taking the lighter shade on top. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm taking another NYX shadow, but this is one of their prismatic shadows in the shade Gilded. It's such a gorgeous, vibrant yellow. I literally saw it and felt really inspired about this whole look just because of this eyeshadow, but then going back in with that matte shade that we used earlier just to buff it out underneath and really smoke it out and like enhance the color. I then just applied Bottom Lash Mascara, and these are the finished eyes. Moving on to the lips, I felt like doing something bright because I always do a nude, and recently got my hands on these new Maybelline Hot Vivid Lacquers. They do so many shades. Obviously the nude ones are my favorite, but this red also just called my name. This is in the shade So Hot, and I just felt like it tied everything together and really kind of finished this summer glam look. So this was the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got an insight into some of my favorite drugstore products. Not necessarily all the colors and stuff, but like in general, these are like some of my favorite products from the drugstore. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to see you in the next video. And let me know in the comments down below what you would like the next video to be. Let me know what some of your favorite drugstore products are in the comments down below. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye guys!